What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Inked, back at it again with another video. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for subscribing. Those that have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, man. Hit that like and leave a comment. And today, man, I want to just talk a little bit and touch on how I came with the criminal mentality and the criminal mind at a very young age through some of the things that I've been through. At this point, we're going to reflect a little bit on the childhood, a little bit where I come from, how I grew up. We're going to go back to like 9 years old, man. We're going to about like 8 or 9, like, you know, as far back as I got memories, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have memories at a real young age. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I've done throughout my life to not be able to think back to that far, but we're going to come at you direct. At 9 years old, I was starting to soak things in. I was starting to take things in. You know, you get to that age where you start learning and you start trying to understand and make sense of things. I started learning, like, you know, obviously my parents struggled with addiction, stuff like that. So the childhood we lived in just fucked up places, you know, struggled to have food for the month, pay bills, rent. And I used to be involved in these conversations because, you know, I was always told to go ask a family member for some type of money. So after asking family members for money all the time for my family, basically so I wouldn't have to hear them argue or fight or anything like that, I would do it all the time, and then I would talk my family into it, like, so I didn't have to hear the bullshit at the house. Then my family didn't want me to deal with the bullshit. So I was learning manipulation real early. Boom. So that becomes into play. Now I'm learning, you know, the criminal mind. At this point, go to the store. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna go in there, go into the store. You're gonna go to the right, grab the bags out of there. Okay, so I grabbed the bags out of there, and this is like the day before we would go to the Stater Brothers, the Vons, the Walmart, and do what we were gonna do. So I take the bags. All right, here, boom, we got the bags. So now we go back to the house. Okay, this is what aisle we're gonna go in. But we would go in there and scope the place out, figure out what aisle is which, what aisle doesn't have cameras. And we would always know ahead of time because we've already been doing it for so long and been at certain places for so long. We knew what cameras were where and yada, yada, yada. So boom, next day comes, then we go in there. We go in there, act like we're shopping. Boom, I fill the cart up with whatever I want. And I used to put the stuff in the bags, right? Bag it up. So I already knew what the get down was. We would go in there and bag all this shit up. So me knowing what was going on, I get whatever I wanted. You know what I mean? I was young and I was already manipulative. That's basically what it was. So we put this shit in the bag, and I would push this shit out and by myself. You know, my dad wouldn't be right there, nobody right there. They'd go out ahead of me, and then I'll push this cart out. Boom. Push it a little bit down the street, whatever, not exactly towards the car whatever car we were leaving in, but kind of just see if somebody comes up to talk to me. If anybody ever came up to talk to me and stop me, I just book it, run down the street to the gas station, run down the street to the store, whatever it was. So, you know, from a very young age, bro, I was already being brought up, you know, in low income areas, moving around a lot, learning manipulation, learning how to the criminal mind, not to talk to the police anytime my parents fought or they got in trouble and the police came. Never talk to the police. So from a very young age, bro, you kind of like don't got a chance. You really don't got a chance unless you really start learning and picking up things, you know, especially in school from, you know, family members that are trying to guide you in the right direction. You know, once you shut down, you're going to shut down. So if we are going to do this content, we are going to talk about prison, the street life, and where we come from, then we got to do it by setting a positive example, and not just for the youth, but for the communities, for the families of the loved ones that are incarcerated. You know, that's what it's about, y'all. So keep rocking with me. Hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. Hit the like and leave a comment, y'all. All right, y'all. Have a good one.